What is up, YouTube? I am back. This is Vij from Aklon Legacy, back in Vintage Story again. Seems like you guys really liked that last video, so we're gonna keep on going. You're gonna notice though I'm in a different area here. I did a little bit of exploring and harvesting while you were gone. Nothing too much, don't worry. This isn't like that Minecraft meme where the guy did mining and then he has an entire stack of diamonds. Nope. No diamonds today. Only cattails. But a good bit of them. Here's why though. As you can still see, we only have one hand basket. We need to fix that. So, first thing first, we're gonna go ahead and make a bunch more of those. I decided to do that off camera simply because that part of the harvesting is kind of boring and tedious, and I figured I wasn't going to subject you guys to that. But look at that though. Look at how much space all of that just gave me. Now we can finally start actually being able to collect resources such as this meat here and other things that we really need. And we can start thinking about exploring farther away from base. Alright. Clear off our hotbar here. Get our tools lined up. And we are ready to go. I'm going to put this in here. See, the reason why I don't like putting the torch in my offhand is one, it drains your satiation really quickly. And two, funnily enough, if it's in your backpack, so to speak, it won't get put out when you go under the water. But yet when it's in your hand, in any of these slots or any of your offhand, it'll actually go out when you go in water. And then you have to go find something to put it back on fire. So yeah, no. Here's another thing we need to make though. I need to make some chests. And it's not like in Minecraft where you just get some wood and you chop it into logs and you make a chest. Nope. We're nowhere near that. We need a saw, which means we need metal, which means I need to go find copper, but I can't get copper because I don't have a pickaxe. So no wood chest for now. We're gonna use cattails. Like so. Bada bing. 8 storage slots. And I don't have enough for another one. That's fine. Alright. Here's a interesting mod that I have for you though. If you look here, what I can do is I can place it on the ground. But if you see the interface there, if I hold shift and right click, I can pick it up. This is a mod called Carry All. Or Carry On. It's called Carry On. And it's really cool because watch what else I can do. Look up to the sky, shift, right click. Where'd it go? It's not in my inventory. Well, guess what? Alright, a little bit of technical difficulties there. I am back. Now, if you look here, I can... Well, that's the map. There we go. Look at that. It's on my back. I could carry this thing around like a backpack. Issue with that though is it does drain your food bar a lot faster because you're carrying around a heavy weight. So yeah. So what we really need to do right now is cook up some food. So I'm gonna get under here. Well, before we can cook food, we need firewood to build a fire. So let's go take care of that real quick. That is a pear tree. We are saving this baby for later. And we're under attack by a pig. You little bugger. Get out of here. Poop on you. Okay, we're low health. We're gonna go this way. Oh, anybody else see that? All the color went away. My dude's bleeding out. Nah, I'll be fine. I gotta make it. We're going over this way. Okay, I think we are in the clear. I do like that effect though, of the whole low on health thing. Oh yeah, and if you look at our dude. Yep. That's a pretty cool detail. But, nonetheless, I need a fire to cook food. To do that, I need firewood. So we're gonna collect this tree right here, birch tree. Oh, my dude is so weak, he's actively swaying. As you can see, this game is quite a bit more intense than Minecraft at times. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing Minecraft. I love Minecraft just as much. In fact, I may start a series on that too if y'all want to see that. But this one's just a lot more hardcore. Alright, now, because you can, in fact, accidentally start a forest fire, we're going to get rid of some of this. And we're going to dig a little alcove here. Because I need a new campfire. Yes, our house still exists. I'm just being extra careful here. Alright, now let's see here. I need grass. I just love the way that you have to do things in this game. It's like, it's more complicated, but satisfying. Alright, campfire is working. Meat on the fire. Oh, my dude is not happy. Let's get this fire started. This is what I meant to show you guys the other day. See, it didn't quite work that first time. So instead, we're going to get out the torch and do it the right way. This is guaranteed way. Bada bing. We have fire. And now we wait for our food to cook. But I'm not going to make you guys sit there and wait, so I shall see you back when I have food. Okay. I ate a piece of that pork chop there, and we are good to go. As you can see, our health is starting to go up. Our satiety has gone up a little bit. Now it's going back down, of course, because we're healing. Well, I figure while we wait for the food to cook, I'll show you guys some of these other interfaces here. This is the character menu here. As you can see, this is what my dude looks like without any of his tools and stuff in his hands and on his back. And so, I'll go ahead and show you this. I am the hunter class. There are several classes in this game that you choose when you first spawn in. I chose the hunter because I like ranged combat. So, plus 20 range damage, plus range accuracy and distance, so all my ranged weapons can shoot farther, more accurately, and hit harder. I get better animal loot and harvesting speed. I move faster, and with the if you have exclusive recipes on, we have unique bows and arrows that we can make. However, there are downsides to being the hunter. For one, farsighted. I have less melee damage, and claustrophobic, less ore rate, and I mine slower. Makes sense. A man who's used to being up above the earth, being a little claustrophobic down below, makes perfect sense. You could say here we have the environmental tab here, which shows us everything going on. As you can see how fast time goes by, it is already starting to get dark. We are in a bit of a pickle, but that's alright, we're going to make it. Current rift activity. Whoa! Well, ain't that awkward. Yep. Guess this is your first experience of death. Guess what? Oh, that's kind of funny. Well, I died. Due to that guy. See him? That's called... I don't remember what they're called. But they're annoying. They hit hard. And he apparently spawned in. So, luckily the map tells us where it died. And we're just going to respawn. Not where our base is, apparently. Interesting. Oh, that's right. See, beds don't automatically update your spawn point. That is what a specific rare item is used for that we haven't collected yet. And we died all the way over there. So, I think we can make it. I'll stop complaining. So, we're gonna run over there and get our stuff. So, I will see you guys back when I get my stuff back. Alrighty. Man, that was a long and perilous journey. There's a reason why I didn't want to subject you guys to having to watch that. Ugh, that was a hoof. And you see we dropped our box, but that's okay. Alright, back on the back it goes. Check our food. Oh, it's done. Alright. Well, on that note, we need to get the heck out of here, because it is dangerous. Because that bone guy, he's still around here somewhere. Oh, did you guys see that? That is a resource we need. So I don't care if there's a bone guy out there. We're collecting it. What is this? Ooh, spelt. Very good stuff here. So I don't care if it's getting dark. I need it. Oh, and then there's this right here. A mature. Good. Oh! Getting out of here from him. That's one of the other enemies. Bad guys. Running away. Oh, he got me too. We're gonna run over to this friendly trader. Because ouchies. And running away. Open door. Close that. Well, hello there. Don't mind me. Oh! Yeah, I know I'm in your house. I'm sorry. It's dangerous out there. Hopefully you understand. I'll leave soon, I promise. Alright. Well, guys, here's a trader. We'll talk to him in a second. Don't worry, man. I'm not trespassing. I'll leave here very soon. Oh! Nighttime in this game is very dangerous. That last enemy you just saw, I'm going to just call him the spider dude because I don't remember what he's called. They hit hard and they're freaky looking. But we got some good resources. As you can see, I got 3 spelt seeds, which spelt is a type of grain, and I got actual grain of it. So those are the food. This is the seed. Although if any of you are keen on how grain works, this and this are actually the same. I'm going to assume the lore reason is our guy is specifically saving back a couple of handfuls. But this, we can go ahead and eat it. Now in this form it doesn't give us much. So we're actually going to save that. We're going to eat our pork chops instead. Because look at this. So much better. We're going to save the rest of those. Now let's get our hot bar all squared back away here. Get everything reorganized. You may have heard that noise out there. Like that. That is a drifter. This big guy right there. Ha, can't get me. Let's just say. Yep, I saw him too. Don't worry. Don't worry, I'll protect you. Can you stop? Throwing rocks is rude. We're gonna shut the door here, bud. Yep. Alright. I wonder if it'd let me sleep in his bed. Wouldn't that be awkward? But anyway, the drifters, the bone guys, and the spider guys are 3 of the many enemies in this game. Now, all of them are in the drifter class. They're all types of drifters. But the bone guy and the spider guy are sort of mutated. It's part of the reason why I said this game has a chirpy story. It's all kind of chirpy, and it's a long story. I'm going to recommend you guys look into it yourself because it's kind of confusing at times. What? Are you thinking something? No? Okay. Oh, you know what? He's mad because we haven't spoken to him yet. Well, let's put this away. Let's go ahead and talk to our dude here. Trader. Guess we can't talk to him that way. Open-handed it is. Well, hello there. Haven't seen you before. You just wake up. Here's your interface. Let's see here. Oh, children, ignore that word. Let's see here. I think so. Well, good morning to you. Name's Adachi. Roaming around these parts, finding and trading what I can. I see that. Oh, did you hear that noise, guys? Oh, we are surrounded. Let's see here. You got anything to trade, Adachi? Oh, he's an artisan. Oh, this guy's good. We're gonna save his location. These right here, tapestries, they are our hints at the lore. See, he also trades storage vessels, which we're gonna have more. We're gonna build those ourselves, but not as pretty. Yeah? What you think? What's this? Ooh, reindeer herder saddle blanket. Ooh. Can't make that. Oh, but he'll buy charcoal. We could make charcoal, but that's not for a while. Ah. So this guy has quality trades that are definitely worth. Except that. Hey, I'm talking. Oh, blue clay. We can get blue clay, not like super easily, yeah. Alright, so this guy's worth coming back to. Except I don't have anything that you're interested in right now. Would you like some firewood? No? Okay. Hey, you don't have to be rude. That's all I got. Yeah, that's what I thought. Excuse you. Alright, let's see here. Well, I already know his name. True, why gears? Well, they're limited, they're durable, and they're frankly useless to us. Perfect for currency. Wish they weren't so damn heavy, though. Yeah, no, that's understandable. They look pretty clunky. Surely you could find something better to use. Truth is, these gears mean something special to most folks. We have no idea why they're out there, but you can find them in the old places of the world, or deep under the surface if you dare. Yes, they are the seeds of the past. They're a promise of the future. Yeah, and like as not, many of us can feel God's grace upon them. They're a part of something greater, as are we all. These are holy symbols to us. Could make better for trade. No, that's a fair. Can't you reproduce them? Afraid not. You could always pour some ore in a mold and then leave it in the rain for a while. You'd have yourself a rusty gear for sure. But there's the precision and uniformity of these. Yeah, no, that's true. They're tough. Yeah. Hey. Are you done? Okay. What sort of alloy was used to make them? Some folks believe they weren't made by human hands at all, but rather something greater. I see. Why live all the way out here? Most people live in the villages, holed up and cautious of any threats. Certainly there are threats, and you've likely seen them. Oh, trust me. I've actually died from them, and somehow came back. Not me, though. I like it out here, and besides, there's a profit to be made. Fair enough. What are those horrible creatures? Oh, those miserable souls? Cursed ones. Drifters. See, he's talking about the drifters, guys. They come out lost in grief and rage. Punished by God, they were. They could seek atonement, but nay, all they wish to do is spread more misery. Yeah, sounds about right. Let's see. Punished by God. What crime could lead to such a dreadful fate? They challenged God himself, and God cast them into the earth. Hey, can you mind? Stop talking. Wiggle like worms. They've remained there, still in the deep. It's not safe down there. Not safe at all. Yeah, I've already told my viewers that we're not going to go down in the deeps for quite a while, because let's just say it is very dangerous. Know of anything interesting around here? Not me. Best find yourself a treasure hunter. Ooh, those sound fun. They're always sticking their noses into dangerous places. Yes. I might know where you could find one if you could spare a few gears. No thanks. I don't have much to spare. Alright, well good to know, Adachi. Thank you very much. And if you don't mind, I am going to mark your place on my map because I want to come back to you. Yes, I died here. We're going to delete that because that's just an insult to me. Alright. Now, Adachi, since it doesn't seem like you intend on sleeping, I'm going to try something here. Bow torn. See right there in the chat? Player Vij got killed by a surfer's bow torn. That's what the bow guys, the bone guys are called. I'm gonna keep calling them the bone guys, though. Oh, look at that, it lets me sleep. Alright, my first good nap. Ah. Yeah, I'm sorry, I needed to sleep. Get over it. There. There, I made the bed. Alright, bye. Let's see here. Nice shiny day. Good morning, by the way. As you can see, though, because it's morning, my food bar went down, so I think that means... Ow! Who's doing that? Bow torn. Get back here. You get back here. You piece of crap. Stop running. Yeah, that's the thing. These guys are ranged guys, so they can't fight up close. They're actually some of the weaker of all of them. But you see, whenever you kill an enemy, you can actually harvest them. Just like your other foes. These guys always drop a bow and arrow, which are quite powerful. Oh, there's another one. See, that's the thing. They are accurate. Oh, shit. Come on. Alright. We got it. Ooh, definitely more dangerous day, isn't it? And unfortunately our spear broke, so we are going to run over here into the clearing. That is driftwood. I thought that was a rabbit. We need to make a new spear. So, spear it is. Spearhead. More flint napping. Now, this is actually much easier than real life flint napping, let me tell you. I do a little bit of it in my free time. Oh, it is a lot more complicated than that. Ooh. You know what? We're going to make two. Because I'm going to show you guys something kind of cool. There's a lot of quality of life things in this game that they've added over the years. And I am quite appreciative of the Vintage Story team adding them. Alright, we're going to make two more spears. See what you can do. Put them in your hotbar. Line them up. And see, the spear, as I showed before, is a melee and a throwing weapon. If I throw one, he automatically gets the other one ready. I love it. And they're retrievable. Ooh. See, like these right here? These holes are where all these bad guys come from. We gotta watch where we're at, especially in these woods. Because, yep, it is dangerous. And look at that, we're right back where we made our fire in the original part of the beginning of the episode. I wonder if it's still there. Oh, it is not. Unless. Interesting. Maybe it despawned. Wouldn't that be funny? Interesting. Ooh, more ruins. Well, guess what, guys? Ruins mean loot. I heard something. Alright, coast is clear. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna dig around in here and see if I can find anything. Ooh, you see that? Bony soil. That's useful for panning. See, there's another game mechanic in this called panning. Just like, you know, digging for gold panning. We have some inventory room. You know what? Why not? We're gonna dig it up. And then I'll show you some panning. Because we can get some pretty cool stuff from that. Oh, hey guys, I want you to look at something real quick in case you try to play this game yourself. Which I highly encourage it. It's a really fun game. But look at these stones. You see how these cobbles are kind of rounded and they're kind of randomly placed? But when you dig in these ruins, occasionally you're going to notice something. See these? See how this is different? You're going to break this one. This is going to take a little while. Just trust me. Alright, I gave up. We'll come back to that. It's going to take too long. Unless... Nope. Nope. Alright, well, we're just going to have to come back to this, guys, because, that's going to take way too long. Essentially, there's a room underneath it here. In theory. And I want to show you guys it, but I can't get to it right now, because I don't have a pickaxe to dig this stone up with. So, in the meantime, we are going to simply mark this down as a ruin. And we're going to come back to it eventually. Let's eat. Alrighty. Now let's stock our way up out of here. Let's get moving. Now, one thing you always have to keep an eye out for is food items and resources. See, like this right here is loose flint. Always useful, especially in the early game, because most of your first tools are all going to be made out of flint and or other stones that are nappable. Now remember, the shale is not nappable. It is not worth it. Ooh, wata. Alright. Let's do some more exploring here. This is a kind of cool area right here. I love the fact that there's all these flowers in the world. Oh, more cattails. Look at there, that's a snail. A sea snail. What, is this salt water? I think you're lost there, buddy. Keep your eyes peeled whenever you go near these ponds, because you might find fishies. Alright. At some point soon, we're going to need to head back to our little hut there. Ooh, look at that. Native copper. We are coming back to this eventually. We are nowhere near the Copper Age still. But we're going to mark it down. Did you all hear that? That was a chicken. Specifically a rooster. If we can find him, we are most definitely going to be hunting him. This way. Oh, you see that? He heard me. Let's get him. Now, later on, you can actually trap these guys and raise them, but we're not able to do that right now. You go back here. That's a hen. Yeah. Look at that. We got chicken tonight, boys. And girls. I don't discriminate. The ladies can have chicken too. Note to self for everybody. Always break the bones after you kill a carcass, because I do believe I have read that those bone piles actually count as an entity, meaning you'll have less spawns, so you want to get rid of those. And you are going to pick them up, but just plop them on the ground for now. Until you have a grindstone, you will not be able to use those. Oh, you see what I was talking about? We got a fishy right there. But we're going to leave him be. This is a nice pond. I saw it. Ooh, there's a chickiwa. And more chickens. You know what? That chickiwa will get bigger. And that one will keep it protected. So we're going to leave them be. Whoa, look at here. What is this? A cranberry bush. Cool. Well, you see. Ah, here's perfect specimen. What you can do with berry bushes like this here is, if they have fruit, such as where it says ripe, right click, hold it, you can eat the fruit. You pick them and you eat them. We're gonna drop the driftwood. We don't need it. Here's another thing you can do. You can pick up the berry bushes and bring them with you, so wherever you build your base, you can have a constant supply of food. Now, I do believe they only flower and fruit once a year, or twice a year, but that's still better than nothing. Oh, mushroom. Puffballs are some of the best ones, one of my favorite ones. And we have another inventory slot still. Yep. Now make sure that every time you harvest mushrooms, guys, you use a knife, because they will grow back right in the same area. In fact, if you mark on your map where you got them, you can come back in, say, a few weeks in-game, and there should be some more back. Such as right here, there's a couple more. See, these mushrooms are good. They taste good, and they fill the belly. Let's see, how much per mushroom? Not much, but it helps. What we really need to do now is get home. But I need to find clay, so we're probably gonna go find where I had that red clay marked on the map and go collect some as soon as I put some of this junk down. Because we need to get into some pottery. Oh yeah, there is pottery in this game, and it is very, very important. $10 bushes, that sounds good. Ooh, copper. Lots of copper. Alright. Cranberries. Alrighty. Let's see, where are we on the map? Look at that, guys. Everywhere that we've gone has only been in this little area. This game has a massive map, and it goes huge. But for the time being, we need to find that clay. Where is that clay? Over there. Alright. Well, let's go get it after we harvest mushrooms, because food is a #1 priority in this game. As you can see, my food bar has gone down so much in just this short time, but the mushrooms are abundant, so they're a good source of sustenance. So that's why I like to mark every last place that I find them down, so that way I can come back for them. I mean, look at this. They're everywhere. And once we can build ourselves some pottery, they're going to become even more useful. So, gather them up, gathering this up. So many mushrooms. I love it. In fact, we're going to eat our last piece of pork chop here. And we're going to harvest these berries. I'm also going to leave these berries here for now, because occasionally we may walk by this way and find more of them. Alright guys, enough distractions. It is time for clay. That is a deer. Those are redwood trees. Once you find a clay deposit, you're pretty much squared away for a good while. They tend to generate in pretty large clumps, so you'll be fine. It's just the hard part is finding them, because like all this grass gets in the way. It makes it hard to see, especially with my colorblind. But hey, look where we ended up back again. So let's just keep going this way. Ooh, see that? Oh, this is cool. It's technically an above ground cave. The game tried to generate a cave, but it was too close to the surface. But I'm also going to recommend do not linger in those areas. Here's why. those are where the enemies spawn, meaning they're going to spawn right there above surface because it's slightly darker. And as you can see, I am not a mountain climber. Let's try that again. Okay, we made it. Whoa. This game amazes me every single time. Something about the generation and just everything is just so cool. And look here, we're actually reaching a boundary of biomes. As you can see there, that's a different kind. Those are different kinds of rocks. Copper. But we're not going in there. Not only do I have no armor, but it's also very dangerous down in there. Lots of enemies. And at the same time, there is a potential to find cool loot in those caves, because there's dungeons in there. But oh no, I would not survive more than 5 minutes in there. So we're not going to do that. Here's the issue. It is getting dark again. Already. Ooh, mushroom. I only see one. I'm not going to bother marking that. Cat mint. Where are we? Ooh, we're about halfway there. Alright, cool. Got some shale sand. Look at this lighting, though. Alright, granite. Conglomerate. Alrighty. I need to get somewhere safe. Preferably not in the forest. Because we haven't encountered... Oh my. Nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. We go this way. Running, 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 running. Jumping in the water. But as you see, my torch is still lit because it's in my pocket. Oop, not eating you. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to have enough time to gather a lot of clay, and I also don't really have any inventory for it. But we can make inventory space, we just have to be careful. We're going to eat our berries. Keep our head on a swivel. Alright. Let's go. Alright guys, I think what I'm going to do, since it's getting dark, I'm going to cut out here at some point, and I'll meet you back at the camp. Alrighty guys, so now that we've reached our clay deposit, I'm going to set my torch down. We are going to gather some of this, because we're going to need it. As you can see, each block gives you a decent bit, so I'm going to just gather up one stack of 64, and then we're going to hightail it back to the hidey hole, and then I'll meet you back there. Or not, we're going to stick with that and go home, okay. Well, in that note, I shall see you back at the hidey hole. Without the torch on, because, yeah. Alright guys, I just want you to see how freaking dark it gets in this game. See, right now I have my torch on in my offhand, just letting me just be able to see just enough. But look at this. My goodness. But anyway, it is dark. You know what happens when it gets dark in any of these games. We're coming back for that. We need to get into our hidey hole because dangerousness. Ah, just like this one. Oiled hide. Well, it's getting put down. We don't even have a door yet, so we're gonna have to just do that for the time being. Alright. Fire. You are gonna get some of this. We have some food. Look at that, some rot. Rot is essentially old food that went bad, so, yeah. We are gonna set the torch on the wall. Yeah, alright. And now that we have these, they're not quite done yet, but guess what? Now I have a box to put it in. We are going to put all of this stuff that we don't need in here for the time being. Except that. And look at there. We have more inventory room. But not enough to do anything. So, we're going to clear that. That's a hole, but it'll work. Alright. So, fellas and ladies, we're going to sit on the ground. I'm going to show you some pottery making. So, you're going to get on the ground, hold shift, and right click. And it'll bring up this interface. Now, this is red clay. There's also blue clay you can make things out of. What I'm going to recommend you guys make first is a batch of 4 bowls. So you're going to right click and you'll see here, instead of taking away pixels, we're actually putting them into it. And as you can see at the top right there, excuse me, voxels, not pixels. Close enough. But what I'm going to do is I'm putting clay pieces down so that I can build. See, you don't just put the clay in the crafting grid and then call it a day. It actually makes you build the pottery, and I love it. Not just that, there's an even longer step that I have to tell you about as soon as we're finished. I hope I have enough clay to get all this done. Alright, now as you see this, if I press F, I can bring up this interface where I can take out 3x3 chunks at a time. Nice. Alright, back to the 1x1, and we're gonna simply go like this. As you can see, they're taking the shapes of our bowls. I'm making 4 bowls, and then I'm gonna make what's called a cooking pot. Building your first cooking pot is a massive improvement because it allows you to make soups and stews, which are so much better food sources than just the raw ingredients. As you saw earlier, those mushrooms by themselves don't really give you much food, but make them into a mushroom soup, and oh boy, will you have plenty of food. Alright, 4 raw clays bowls. Now let's build a cooking pot. So we're going to take these off. And once you're done building this, I'm going to also recommend you build yourself a storage vessel. Now that's going to take an absolute metric ton of clay, but it'll give you a whole bunch of storage. That's going to be very useful. Now, here's a really cool quality of life thing that they added. Duplicate layer. I finished that first layer. Now I'm just going to hold right click. Look at that. It does the rest for me. Cool. Oh, a little too far. Alright, back to 1. And now we're building the rim of your cooking pot. And looky there, we have a cooking pot. Alrighty. But we can't just use it. As you can see, it's a raw cooking pot. Hey, you get back up here. This is a raw cooking pot. We can't do anything with this yet. What I have to do is I have to fire it in a pit kiln, which we're gonna do in the morning. But for now, it's time for bed. Good night. Good morning. Alright. Anybody up for some breakfast? Just a quick bit of meat to get you going. Alright. Yes. No shovel. Easy fix. Flint. 2 of them. Shovel. Don't worry, guys. I'm a little inaccurate right now. I just woke up. Shovel head. Stick. We need more sticks again. Shovel. We now have new shovel. I dig out this door. Right onto this. Alright, what's that? That's a leaf. Okay. Well, guess what, guys? We already have a nice pit right here that we can use for our kiln. Let's get rid of this. Take a quick peek around because you always got to keep your head on a swivel. Now, you guys may notice something. See that little gear that's spinning? My dude actively does not like living here, ironically. So I'm thinking we're going to actually have to leave because he's not liking it here at all. I wonder why. See right there? Almost all the time it rains. He gets depressed because it rains all the time. So instead, we are going to move. So, I'm going to pack up all of our stuff, and I'll meet you on the other side of movage. One thing with the carry-on mod, if you want to put it on your back, you gotta look up at the sky, or it'll think you want to place it on the wall. Pick up our bed. Alright, I am packed up and ready to move. Now let's find a new area where he doesn't get all depresso. Thinking, potentially, see, we have all this stuff over here, and then, by the way, keep in mind, all these white dots on the map are actually caves. So, we want to avoid areas with lots of caveage. Alright, guys, I think I'm going to turn off the camera for a bit, and we're going to go find ourselves a better place to live, where my guy doesn't get all depressed, and then we'll be back. And then we're going to get our pit kiln built, and I'm going to show you how awesome it is. Maybe we should move back closer to Adachi. As a quick note, guys, this right here, papyrus, works exactly the same way as cattails. You can use this instead of cattails in almost all the... I think in every recipe that requires cattails, you can use those. And then there's these. Kapok, branchy leaves. This is a type of tree. They don't grow a lot of wood, but they're useful. See, I've entered a new biome here. This is a hot biome. Oh, and I found more spelt. Piggy Wiggy. Go away, Piggy. I said go away, Piggy. Get out of here, boar. Yeah, I said get out of here. Not you either. Oh, my, you brought your whole family with you, huh? Man, they are not happy, are they? You want some? You still want some? That's what I thought. No, no. Yeah, that's what I thought. Two males and one... Oh, we're not going to think about that too much. Look at that, she's still mad at me. Got her. Alrighty. Oh, now I feel bad. Oh well. They'll be alright. Alright, we're not going to keep those feathers, guys. We don't need them. Not for a while. We are going to keep all these pork chops, though. because that is food that is useful. Eventually, I could even trap some of these pigs and raise them as domesticated pigs, but that's a ways off too, so. Sir, did you need to tell me something? No? Okay. As I was saying, we have spelt here. But I have no inventory room, so we're just going to simply mark spelt vegetable, even though it's a grain. Yeah, I'm going to use grain. Alright. Ooh, look at that. Amaranth. That is another grain, but we're going to leave it there because we already have a marker nearby. We'll see it when we come back. Man, my guy just does not like this area. Oh, look at that. We have found our new area. Alright. And look at that. We got a new red clay source. Wow, okay, this is so much better. This area has lots of resources. I think we're gonna stick with this. What is this? Some sort of ancient altar. Definitely not ominous in any shape or form. But take a look at our disposition here. He actually likes it, so maybe this is a holy site. We're gonna stay right around here. Alright. Alright, guys. Time to build a new hut. Okay, guys, welcome back. This is my house. Isn't she purty? Oh, who am I kidding? It's missing a massive problem. It has a massive problem right now. There's no door. So, we need to fix that after I eat some food. Alright, as I was saying, we need a door. So, what we're gonna do is first put this torch down. We need to make inventory rooms here. I'm also gonna put the bed down. I most totally didn't forget a block. I don't know what you're talking about. What we need to do is put some of this stuff we don't need down. Such as these. We're going to set this all down because we don't need those. Not yet, anyway. Ground storage is so nice. What we need is a door. So let's see here. I need a door. Of course, we can't build any of these yet. We can only build this. I need an axe. 2 logs and 3 sticks. Alright. Well, let's go procure that. There's the issue I'm finding in this area. The trees are somewhat far away. But that's okay. We are gonna go harvest some of these trees. I love the fact that there's so much food around here too. It's gonna be great. Oh, another trader. We'll talk to him later. Look at that, it's an orange tree. I've never seen an orange tree before. We're gonna save that. Fern tree. What do you give me? Firewood. Straight firewood. Alright. Papyrus. I like it. But we need to cut down this tree right here. A bald cypress tree. Chopping, chopping, chopping underwater. Alright. Now I have wood. No, not that kind of wood. Stop thinking about it. I'm talking about bald cypress wood, guys. Stop being weird. Alright. Anyway, let us bow and let us go. And now, tree building or door building time. What is it again? Yes. So, 3 sticks. My axe here. Maybe. Ah. Alright. Now here's the issue with the crude door, guys. See, it works fine. Until it doesn't. But no fix, or no problem, just put it back. Works a few more times. Alright. Occasionally, the whole point is occasionally it'll fall off, and that's fine. You know what we need more? Storage. You know what we have plenty of? Papyrus. Somewhere. It was over here. We're gonna build another storage vessel, chest, I should say. This time it's gonna be a reed chest. No, I don't want lily pads. Don't worry, froggies. I'll give you your lily pads back. I don't want them anyway. Hey, look, it's a snail. Okay. Essentially, guys, I need to build another chest so I can store items. And then the last thing we're going to leave this episode off with is I'm going to get that pit kiln going. Because we need to get our pottery started. Once we get pottery, it's going to be a massive move forward for us. It appears as though they are not interchangeable. So we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way by just getting more. So note to self, you cannot combine papyrus with cattails, but they are interchangeable. We should have enough by the time I collect all this stuff. Yep. Ah, I see. It's a different type of chest. That's why. Alright, back to the house. Alright. Instead of a reed chest, it is a papyrus chest. Bada bing. So now this, we will put our foodstuffs in here. So that I can pick up all of these items. Alright guys, now it is finally time to build that pit kiln, which I'm going to borrow the land of this because it is a nice secure area. So what we're going to do is I'm going to build 2 pits here, essentially a hole in the ground. And you're going to get your ceramic to be item, place it in the bottom. Now with the smaller items you can put 4 in there. Now I need to gather up a bunch of grass. That should be enough durability left. Alright, we'll see what happened. So what we're going to do now, see that? You're piling a whole bunch of grass in there. Alright. But now I need sticks, which is going to be the tricky part. So I shall return when I have enough sticks for this. Okay guys, that was a long journey, but we finally have enough, so we're gonna place our sticks on there, and then finally we need some firewood. Because you're gonna lay your firewood on top, like so. And now I need to move this torch into my active hand. And now, I press and hold, and if you look, you see, the wood has caught on fire. Alright. Those pit kilns are lit. At this point, we wait. That usually takes about a day or 2 to finish burning. And on that note, I have got my inventory a little bit better organized because I put some stuff away. And I've got some food cooking. I believe I am going to call it quits for today. And I will see you guys back in the next episode after that little bit of dinner there. So I hope you guys are enjoying. Please do leave any comments or feedback that you'd like. I appreciate all of the comments. And on that note, I will see you next time. Peace.